Hello. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to point mount insects. So this technique is used anytime you want to pin an insect that is too small for a pin to go through. Basically, if the pin would destroy it, you will point mount it instead. What you're going to need is some pins. I would use a size 2. You're going to need either a point punch that you use to punch in lignin-free, acid-free cardstock paper and make your own little points, or you can also buy, or I know universities have just these little points. These are just little triangles of stiff paper, basically. And so what you do is you cut out your paper and then you push the pin just through right there. I like to use a pinning block to finish this off, and a pin. I push it through this middle one all the way down like that. And that went all the way. Let's see. I've got a better block. One sec. There we go. Yeah, so you'll take this, push it all the way through. Sorry. There we go. And that sets your pin height and your point is on. So I'm going to do that for both of these because we are going to point 2 insects today. And that's it for that. So now that you've got your little point mounts ready, what you're going to do is you're going to take some glue, just regular old Elmer's glue works just fine. And you're going to glue just a little dab onto something. I usually have just a little piece of paper waiting around, and let it dry for like 5 to 10 minutes. You want it to be a little bit tacky. And then once that's done, what you want to do is take your pin and take your mount and basically stick, I don't know how well you can see it. You want to stick the point of the triangle onto the insect. And so the goal is something like this. The camera will focus. There you go. You can kind of see right there. Not sure how well it's focusing, but we're going to take our point. Maybe I'll come out a little bit. There we go. Take your point. You're going to just dip it in the glue. Barely. You should not even be able to see any glue on your point. It should look the exact same. You're then going to take your insect, and the way I like to do it is to put the insect on its back, almost like it's facing me. So its head will be upwards, or you can also have it sitting on the bug's left side, because you're going to glue this to the thorax on the right side. So you're just going to take it, dip it like that, and that's it. So you can see it's stuck to the right side. Nice and easy, right there on the thorax, as little glue as possible. And then you'll push this down so that it doesn't sit or sag. And sometimes I'll even use a second pin and like brace it, do something like that. So the glue will dry and it'll dry in that exact spot. So we'll do that again with this hymenopteron. So again, we're going to set it on its left side. Get just a little bit of glue so you can't even see it. you're going to just ever so gently touch the side. Now this is slightly larger than that fly, so this one will be a little harder and it's not going to dry as quick. And so that's why you would want this glue to be pretty tacky, like almost dry. And so there's a little bit of trial and error in this process because you're dealing with something so small. So it looks like I got it real quickly while it's still on. I'm going to push it all the way down. And then I'm going to use this to kind of adjust it. It looks like it's coming underneath it a little bit, which isn't ideal. There we go. So, like that. You can see it's on the right side, on the thorax. And we used a minimum amount of glue. And we can brace this a little bit if we wanted to. Don't worry about positioning the legs of the wings. These are so small, you're just going to break something. So usually you just kind of let it be. And this will allow you to point some really tiny things. Let's see. Like this, for example. This is a tiny little true bug. Here we go. You can barely see it. But you throw this under a dissection scope, you can see everything just fine. And so that is how you point, mount an insect.